That island is hiding something. Something big. I cannot think of any logical explanation of what I have witnessed today. I feel impure. That's the only word that comes to mind when describing what I feel. Something unholy has to have happened at that island, and I feel it's my duty to find out. Okay, before I get into what happened, let me level with you for a second. Here's the information I've got. Remember in the last post when I told you to call me Delmar? You thought that was a completely random name, and in all honesty, I thought so too. Remember the name of that mystery Wi-Fi signal I was getting? It was Radio Nick. Those two names are linked. I dug a little deeper into the story of the island, and I found the original owner of the island was a man by the name of Delmar Nicholson. His nickname was Radio Nick. I couldn't find any records of him, but I did get some information after interviewing some locals. They said that he was the reclusive type. He seemed to have a dark cloud hovering over him at all times. He was antisocial and didn't talk to anybody. I've even heard some claims that he was, get this, a Satanist. A frickin' Satanist! That's a comforting thought while roaming the island previously owned by a frickin' Satanist. But I have heard other claims that he was a Wiccan. Other people said he was a combination of both. Or as they described it, a Wiccan that believes in the power of Satan. Just keep that in mind when you're reading what happened to me. I had just arrived at the island. You could say I was a little uneasy, kind of on edge, armed with the new information. I still got the same feeling of dread as the day before. Only this time I felt sadder than anything. I still entered the park, determined to find out about this whole Radio Nick thing. I planned my route the night before. My first stop was the Explorer's Outpost. Judging by the name, it was some sort of employee area. I couldn't find any info on it, but I'll trust my gut. I headed up to the dock and took a left. There was a building with a thatch roof that had splintered from storms since the closing, and walls made out of various wooden sticks, most of them snapped in half. A small sign stood out front. Explorer's Outpost. I think I'm in the right place. Before proceeding inside, I looked up and remembered the position of the sun. I walked through what was left of the deteriorating front door into a tropical room. It had an information desk and some benches. All of the ropes used to form lines had fallen over, and the door leading to behind the desk was blown apart. More so than most of the room. It's as if something forced its way into the back. I proceeded with caution into the back room. There was a room with a bunch of filing cabinets inside. Most of them hang open, and half of the files were on the floor. The corner in particular was very dark. Almost unnaturally dark. But something about it made me freeze. Something turned its head around, and its eyes reflected the light coming into the room. The eyes lunged at me. The light revealed it was a vulture. It stopped short of my face, and instead of attacking me, it hovered while waving its wings at me, as if shooing me away. I fell on my back, and the vulture landed on the ground below it. It bowed its head at me. My heart was racing a mile a minute, but that gesture made me feel safe. It looked up at me, It tapped its beak on the face of the cabinet. It read, "Real estate." I opened up the cabinet as the vulture watched. Only about 5 folders are present. I take them, and the vulture waves its wings. "Okay, you've got my attention." It taps its beak on another cabinet. It was the employee records. I take those as well. To my surprise, I turn around for more instructions, and the vulture was gone. I didn't hear it fly away or anything. It was just gone. I wouldn't say I fled the island. I was briskly walking at a pace that you could compare to running in fear. I sat on the dock and waited for my buddy to come pick me up. When she arrived, I was so relieved, but as soon as I stepped onto the boat, this overwhelming feeling of fear and dread overcame me, and I felt really dizzy. I fell over into my buddy's arms and she drove me home. She's a good friend. I took it easy from there. I still feel really uneasy and sad about... Well, I don't know. I feel constricted for some reason. As if there is something looming over me. Something that I couldn't control. Well, despite my mental condition, I'm still looking into what happened on the island. I should probably start looking through those papers. See you all soon.